boys and girls. So I finished up my weaving and I'm going to show you what to do to finish it off. So I'm just going to trim off the last piece of yarn and I'm going to wrap it around on the end in a loop, pull it tight. I think I'm going to just do it twice just so I make sure it's secure. And you can still see I still have some yarns kind of hanging off at the end, which you'll probably be able to see more on the back too once I take it off the loop. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to trim it a little bit more. And now I'm going to turn my loom over to the back. I'm going to cut this twine, maybe in the middle, and then I'm going to cut all of these down the middle of the cardboard. Okay, so now these are cut. I'm going to very carefully take them out from each of these little grooves. Flip them up, hold my weaving down, and just pull them out. Okay, that side's done, and then I want to be really careful, so I think I'm going to just do it the same way. Just pull them up. You can see they're kind of sliding down a little bit when I pull them, so that's why you want to make sure they're nice and long. And that's why we cut them from the back in the middle, because we are going to trim them at the end. All right. Oops, I almost lost this. What is this? Did this not get tied on there? Oh my goodness, guys, something weird happened. So let me just fix this. This knot is not on my warp thread, so I'm going to put it on my warp thread where it's supposed to be nice and tight as well. I don't understand why that didn't stay on, but anyways, it's okay. All right, so that's on there. All right, so you can see on the back, I have all these stray threads that I knotted and then just kind of squished underneath on the back. So if you have any like this, if you want to, you can even tie them together to keep them out of the way and then cut the end of that. Just trim this really short, and I have quite a few of these. And I already did tie them off at each of these threads, so technically I could just trim them too. But maybe I'll tie a couple of them just in case. Okay, so I'm going to kind of start over on this side because I changed the way I was doing them to begin with, so I want to show you what I did from the beginning. So I have an odd number of warp threads, so what you want to do first is you want to count them. So count all of these threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If you have an even number of threads, you can do 2 threads per knot. So you just take 2 and take the next 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 2. If you have an odd number of threads, then you need to find where the middle is, and you're going to do 3 in that place. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 1 in the middle of this, so this is my middle 3. So I'm going to do 3 here. Now you want to count how many you have on either side of this, because on mine I needed to do 3 next to this as well. So let's see if I do 2, 2, now I'm left with 3 here. So I'm going to do 2 here, 2 here, and I'm left with 3 here. So I'm going to tie off these 3. So I'm just going to make a loop. So here, let me try it again. Pick up the ends in your hand, pinching them together. Then take your other hand and help make a loop. So make a little loop around your finger and just kind of cross it. Then turn it over with your left hand and use your hand that's pinching the ends and put it into the loop. Let go of the loop and then grab it through with your other hand. Then hold on to this piece, which is the loop, hold the loop, and then you're going to want to kind of gently put your hand on the string close to the bottom of the rug and then pull so that the knot forms at the top, right at the bottom of the weaving. We'll do it again for you guys. So hold the ends, make a loop, kind of turn it over, take your other hand and put those ends into the loop. Grab it with your other hand, pull a little bit, and then take your other hand and just kind of push. Hold those. I'm not pinching this, I'm just kind of holding it. Actually, you can pinch it too. Pinch it on the string part, not on the little knot, and hold it up at the top, right where you want it to end. So right below the weaving, okay? And then just now I have 2 on either side, 2, 2, 2, 2. So I'm going to just do the same process. Make a loop, take the ends and put it through, pull it through, and then hold it where I want the knot to end up. Okay, do over here. Make a knot, loop, put it through, and then hold it at the end, make my knot, loop, put it through, hold the knot, and then that's it. So now it's secure. Now my threads aren't going to really go anywhere, okay? So I can play around with it a little bit and it's all good. So now I'm going to trim my fringes. I'm going to trim it to about 1 inch. I want them to be around the same length. So you can pretend you're a hairdresser trying to trim someone's hair. All right, and now it's totally finished. So now it's ready to turn in. So let me show you how I'm going to turn it in. I'm going to go to my Artsonia app on my phone. See if I can refocus as I turn the lamp. I hope you guys can see it. There we go. Here we go. All right, which grade are you in? My fake account is under 5th grade. I'm going to look for my name. Enter my PIN. Now, I'm going to look under my projects folder and I'm going to submit my Navajo weaving. Here's the instructions, but I don't need those because it's already finished. I'm going to click on this little yellow plus sign circle, take a new photo, and now I can take a picture of my weaving. Make sure nothing else is in the picture. Make sure my shadow isn't on it. So now I've got my picture in there. Use photo. I don't need to crop it, so I'm just going to click that. Drag the corners out because I don't really want to crop this. I'm going to leave it with that black background. Okay, next. And I don't need to brighten this or blur anything or gray anything, so I'm just going to click submit. It has all those cool tools that you guys can use if you need to edit them. I'm going to put Navajo, Chiefs, blanket, and I'm going to put a dash and rate, teacher, model. Submit, skip my artist statement, and that's it. It's uploaded. So you guys need to do the same thing. So you're going to upload it either from the app or on the website. And if you go on the website, it's pretty much the exact same thing. So that's it. So make sure you finish your weaving by the end of next week and then upload it to Artsonia so that you can get a grade. Don't forget, this is graded, so it needs to be totally completed and submitted. Thanks, guys.